We built a deserted town in the desert that's basically been consumed by the sand. There was a very scorched look to it. We literally built that whole town in 5 weeks. We then shut down during the pandemic. In a way, it did me a favor with the winds blowing all the sand in and aging the buildings beautifully in the sun. Over months, it only made the set look better.
One thing led to another, and a sandstorm became an element of it.
McHugh mentioned the dust storm in Abu Dhabi. First thing that sprung to mind was that I had this jet engine in the back of my workshop.
3, 2, 1, action!
An extremely, extremely challenging sequence.
That was a big techno crane to get that shot. We had half a day to shoot all of this business out here. It was very challenging. Placing the bike in a way that it became foreground, created energy. And watch Hayley's expressions. Just watch when she's doing these, she's giving the characters she's giving you, the activity, the animation in her face is really extraordinary.
All the way through this chase scene, yeah.
Yeah.
This used to be twice as long as it is in the movie now. This is awesome, the way we...
There's a cut right there.
There's a tiny dissolve to get from one take to another there.
That's brilliant Eddie Hamilton editing. We loved her delivery in one scene and one shot.
Impact.
The impact in another. Yeah. And it actually looks like a oneer, and there's actually a dissolve in there. It's quite spectacular.
I remember watching all these dailies and just... It was such fun to put all this together.
This was, and the chaotic nature.
Like, what's she doing?
The streets of Venice... or of Rome, rather, the streets of Rome, the cobblestones, everything's uneven. It creates a really particular energy to the camera, and what you're seeing is Rome is really participating in the camera work here. You wouldn't get quite the same energy.
The most fearsome killing machine ever devised by man.
And so here is the original shoot of the Sevastopol. And you can see here shots that we reshot and picked up either because we wanted to change the lighting, we wanted to see things a little better, or in the case of shots like these, much longer shots that were meant to establish the geography of the submarine, which is all very, very important to our story. But it's not as important in Dead Reckoning Part 1 as it is in Dead Reckoning Part 2, as you will see when you see the film.
Captain on deck!
In any case, it is our trust.
And so a lot of these shots represent the hard work of a lot of really extraordinary people. And it seemed a shame that they should just end up in a vault somewhere.
And all we seem to teach it is fear. Our power to see the enemy everywhere, except within ourselves.
And one of the great things about these sequences is the magic that the actors give you. You're looking at the performance and the effort, the risk, in many cases, that they're taking to tell this story. And again, the discipline is never to be so emotionally connected to it, despite all of the effort that went into it. You have to be able to look beyond it and say, how does this affect the overall? And one of the things we're most grateful for is how much the actors give us so that we can bring the movie to you.
The train sequence takes us on an adventure. That's absolutely huge. Going 60 miles an hour through a real valley.
We were given permission to use this railway line in Norway.
We eventually found Rhames, which is this amazing valley.
This railway line just cuts right through the middle of it all.
It gave us a playground to operate in that was absolutely extraordinary.
Okay, guys, let's go through it. Here, boom, and he comes across. He's gonna now pull me off the train. And action!